Welcome to the video solution of your selected question from the Mathematics the Easy Way DVD. If you have not yet seen the introduction video on the DVD, please do so now, as it outlines how the Easy Way series will help students to be successful in their CXC exam. While the Easy Way video solutions will help to cement the understanding of certain special questions, the solution books are still absolutely necessary as they cover all the various types of questions that are set in CXC exams. Welcome to question 3A of our CSET Math exam, June 2012 exam video solutions. And this is a sets question. And the question tells us of a survey of 36 students playing tennis, volleyball, and some of them play neither. And first part gives us this Venn diagram to complete the values for y and z. Now, this Venn diagram represents information that is given. Here we see the set V for volleyball, and here we see the set T, these are subsets, set T, subset T for the tennis players. And then question said that X students play volleyball only, hence we have X here, and 9X play both volleyball and tennis, hence we have 9X in the intersection of the volleyball subset and the tennis subset. And then we are told that 30 students play tennis, hence the total in this tennis subset must be 30. And if we have 9x here, it means that y must be 30 minus 9x. And so we can go ahead and show that y is 30 minus 9x because the total in the tennis subset must be 30. And then we are also told that 4 play neither. So outside here is where we would place the students who play neither volleyball nor tennis, and that's 4. So it means that z outside here must be 4. So we can also show that. So z is 4. So that's the Venn diagram completed. In part 2, firstly, we are told to write an expression for the total number of students in the survey, and we have to give it in terms of x. Now, the total number of students in the survey is the total of the subsets in the universal set, and we need only an expression, so there's no equal sign in an expression. So the total in the survey will simply be the sum of these subsets, the x, the 9x, the 30 minus 9x, and the 4 outside here. So let's go ahead and show that expression for the total number of students in the survey. That's it. The x from here, 9x from this subset, the intersection, 30 minus 9x, which is the subset for those playing tennis only, and the 4 outside here for those students who play neither tennis nor volleyball. And that's the answer for part 2A. And then we're asked to write an equation now for the total number of students in the survey, and we're told to use that equation to find the value of x. Now the total number of students in the survey we know is 36, and this expression here represents the total number of students in the survey. So to complete the equation for the total number of students, we simply equate this expression to 36, which is the total number of students in the survey, and hence the total number of students represented in the universal set. So equating that expression to 36 produces the equation which represents the total number of students in the survey. And all we need to do now is solve this equation for x. So we can see that this 9x will eliminate this negative 9x, and then 30 plus 4 is 34. So what we have really is that x plus 34 is equal to 36. And if x plus 34 is 36, it means that x is 36 minus 34. And so we can go ahead and show that, which reduces to x equals 2. And so that's it. The value of x is 2. So that's the end of question 3a. Let's look at question 3b. On question 3b, we are told of the journey of a ship that started at a port P and traveled 15 kilometers due south to a port Q, and then it continued 20 kilometers due west to a port R, and we are given this diagram to complete. Okay, so that's the first requirement for us to complete this diagram by labeling it with information from this statement here. So the first thing I want to point out is how we place east and west in our cardinal system. Now it is important to note that if we are facing north, then west will be to our left and east will be to our right, such that we spell we across here. So if north is in this direction, then we will spell we across here. It's very important that we identify our west and our east correctly before we continue to place the information from here. Now let's complete the diagram. The ship sailed 15 kilometers due south from P to Q. South is this way. So the ship started at P and traveled this direction to Q. So Q must be located right here. So we can show that. And then it sailed due west, which means it went left of Q. West is this direction. So if it sailed west from Q to R, it means it went this direction, and hence this must be the point R. So we can go ahead and show the point R there. And then the distance from P to Q was 15 kilometers. So we can show that on the diagram. That's 15 kilometers. And the distance from Q to R is 20 kilometers. So we can also show that on the diagram. And that's it. The distance Q to R is 20 kilometers. And then the line from P to R would represent the shortest distance from P to R. So here we have a right angled triangle with this side is 15 kilometers, this side is 20 kilometers. This is our right angle, and hence this side PR is our hypotenuse. And part 2 is asking us to calculate this side, the hypotenuse. Now if we observe, the sides of this right angle triangle are in the ratio of the 3, 4, 5 Pythagorean triple triangle. Just that this triangle is multiplying this 3, 4, 5 Pythagorean triple by 5. And if we show that calculation, this Pythagorean triple 3, 4, 5 multiplied by 5, we see that it would be 15, 20, 25. So this side is 15, this side is 20, hence this, the longest side, which is the hypotenuse, would be 25. And we can show that, right? So simply using the 3, 4, 5 Pythagorean triple and multiplying that by 5, we end up with the sides of this triangle 15, 20, 25. And so this hypotenuse, as we said, is 25 kilometers. Or we could use the Pythagoras' theorem to calculate this hypotenuse PR. And this is it. We could use Pythagoras' theorem, and that would give us PR equals the square root of this side squared plus this side squared. So that's it. Square root of 15 squared plus 20 squared, and the result would be 25. And so PR is 25 kilometers. Now part 3 is asking us to calculate the angle QPR. So let's call that angle theta and show it on the diagram. And that's it. Angle QPR is the angle theta right here. And so in this triangle, it's a right angle triangle, hence we can use our trig ratios. And because we have all three sides, we can use any of the trig ratios: tangent, sine, or the cosine. But since we are given these two sides in the question, let's go ahead and use those two sides to calculate the angle. And to this angle theta, this would be the opposite side and this would be the adjacent side. So the trig ratio connects the opposite side and the adjacent side is the tangent trig ratio, and so we will use tan of this angle to calculate theta, and that's it. Tan theta will be equal to the opposite side, which is 20, divided by the adjacent side, which is 15. Tan equals opposite divided by adjacent. So if we transpose and take the inverse tan, we see that theta is tan to the minus 1 of 20 divided by 15, and we can use our calculator to work this out, and we see that angle is 53 degrees to the nearest degree. The question did say we have to calculate giving our answer to the nearest degree, and that's it. Theta here is 53 degrees. Angle QPR is 53 degrees. And that's the end of question 3, and we will do question 4 in our next video. See you then. You have just seen the video solution for a special CXC question, but this is only one of the many different ways that these questions are written. All mathematical principles can only be fully understood by solving many questions, and so I always tell my students, more maths equals better maths, and if they study hard, they will pass easily. All the various types of CXC questions are covered in the Easy Way Mathematics Solution book, and you need to practice every single one of them. Other books in the series are the Easy Way Multiple Choice Specimen book, the Easy Way Unit 1 Cape Mathematics Solution book, and the Easy Way Account Solution book. Please feel free to contact me with your comments and queries at any time.